A Lagos magistrate court has issued a sweeping restraining order against 5 prominent figures: Baba Mohbad, Boki Jesse, Yomi Fabiyi, Larry Omodia, and Adewale Mariam, forbidding them from speaking publicly about Omowunmi Aloba and her son Liam for the next year. The court ruling prohibits them from posting comments, inciting social media debates, or making statements that may harass or defame the widow of late singer Mohbad and her child. This legal intervention comes amid a swirl of controversy and public commentary since Mohbad's passing, with the court asserting that unchecked statements risk causing emotional harm and spreading misinformation. Supporters of the order say it's necessary to protect the privacy and dignity of Omowunmi and Liam. Critics argue it could set a precedent for limiting speech and opinion. Going forward, any violation of the court's directive may lead to contempt charges, making this one of Nigeria's most notable cases in balancing freedom of expression with protection from online harassment. In a recent podcast interview, singer Seyi Shay opened up about a shocking betrayal from her past. She revealed that her former personal assistant had an affair with TeeBillz, Tiwa Savage's ex-husband. Seyi Shay explained that the truth only came out years later and admitted she now understands why Tiwa was so upset with her back in 2021. Here's the clip where she shares the story in her own words.
Anyway, so she says, I think it's my fault. So anyway, cut a long story short, turns out the girl was having an affair with my girl's husband. And I didn't even know. I'm the only one.
TeeBillz?
Boy. So, yeah. Anyway, and I
know you've given me dishes, but I think I forgot. Mommy brain, sorry.
Yeah.
Shit.
No.
I okay, continue.
Yeah. Go on. So she told me all of that. I mean, must have been true. I don't think she would have said something like that as a joke or a lie. I just, on one side, I was relieved because then I now knew that, okay, at least I know what could possibly be the cause. Because it might not just be this. It might be other reasons, like people pitting us against each other. Maybe I've said something, not thinking, because I was very unconscious back then, or maybe I did something to her. I can't really, I thought it was all about the fuck you challenge, the Kiss Daniels FU challenge, which I didn't do until after the beef had gone so deep that I was just like, you know what, bruh, But when she told me this, I was disgusted. It was just so, I couldn't eat. Me that I was so hungry, being pregnant, I couldn't even eat. So I stopped eating. She starts crying. I'm sorry.
Why is she crying?
Sorry, because of the video that she saw. She just felt like it was so damaging to me.
Panic broke out near Banex Plaza in Wuse, 2, Abuja, on Friday afternoon after a Toyota Corolla on compressed natural gas suddenly caught fire. Eyewitnesses say the vehicle went up in flames around 1:30 p.m., sending bystanders scrambling for safety. The blaze lasted for about 30 minutes before officials of the Federal Fire Service finally arrived and brought it under control. Fortunately, no lives were lost and no injuries were reported. However, the car itself was almost completely destroyed, with only parts of the engine left intact. The incident has sparked fresh concerns about the safety of CNG-powered vehicles in crowded urban areas. But many are now calling for stricter safety checks and regulations as Nigeria pushes for wider adoption of CNG vehicles. Rema has just made history. The Afrobeat superstar is the only African artist on TIME100 Next 2025 list, a global spotlight on rising stars shaping the future. His profile, written by Grammy icon Angelique Kidjo, hails Rema as a defining voice of Afrobeats with worldwide impact. From his Grammy nomination to record-breaking stadium tours, Rema has taken African music to new heights. And of course, there's Calm Down, the billion-stream hit that introduced Afrobeats to millions across the globe. This honor from Time confirms what fans already know. Rema isn't just Nigeria's pride. He's Afrobeat's global face, leading the genre into its brightest era yet. Congratulations to Rema on this incredible milestone. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been sentenced to 50 months in federal prison. The hip-hop icon was convicted on 2 counts of transporting individuals to engage in prostitution, while he was acquitted of the more serious charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. The court also ordered him to pay a $500,000 fine. Prosecutors argued that his actions demanded a strong sentence, while his defense team pushed for leniency, pointing to time already served and claims of rehabilitation. Combs has already spent 13 months in custody since his arrest in 2024, which will count toward his prison term. This sentencing marks one of the biggest legal setbacks in his career, raising questions about his future in music and business. The world will now be watching to see if Diddy appeals or if he accepts his fate. And that's all for today on African Buzz Daily. Don't forget to like, share, and follow for more updates.